welcome to the SPL Show. So excited to have you join us on this particular episode as we look back at the results from midweek and look forward to the games coming up very, very shortly this coming weekend. 3 matches were played over Wednesday. 3 storylines to talk about, and Tampines Rovers, the big winners as they pull away from the chasing pack at the top of the table. And we have 2 Tampines Rovers players with me on set, Singapore internationals as well, Huzaifah Aziz and Fazrul. Thanks guys for joining me. And Huzaifah, let's start with you. Games are coming thick and fast. How important is it for you as a professional footballer to look after yourself during this period?
I think, as cliche as it may sound, it's all about maintaining our recovery sessions, the diet that we take after game, before game, and enough sleep. So I guess it's really important, especially in this tight schedule, back-to-back games. So we have 10 to 11 games within just over a month.
Yeah.
So I think it is really important, and it plays a big part in taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, both you and Fazrul had game time against the Young Lions. First appearance for you as a Stag. How did it feel?
It feels good. I mean, it feels like I'm a kid making my debut, even though it's less than 10 minutes. But I was really excited and was running around and was trying to help the team to get the 3 points.
No goal yet for you, Fazrul, but you have another role within the team. You're registered as a player, but you have a coaching role with the squad as well. And we've seen that with Hougang United and now with Tampines Rovers. How invaluable is that experience for you?
I mean, for me, it's a very valuable experience for me. Because at the end of the day, Duncan, as you know, our football career, playing career is short. So for me, I'm looking into the next phase of my footballing career. So what better way for me to start with Tampines, because of the environment over there and the philosophy that they have. I think it suits me.
Huzai, how is Fazrul as a coach?
He bully me.
He is fun to have him around. He's really good. I mean, all due respect, he has a lot of experience in him, and he's really showing it to all of us, the younger ones, and he's guiding us through trainings, and even off the pitch he talks to us a lot. So you can look up to him as a coach and as a player as well. So I think that's what he gives to us. Yeah.
Well, it certainly seems that there is a good atmosphere within the club, and we'll look at the highlights between Tampines Rovers and Young Lions. But first of all, we have to thank 42 for finishing this lovely set. 42, thank you so much. So for all your furniture, home decor and lifestyle needs, go to 42.sg, fortytwo.sg, and just check them out. Really good stuff from them. All right, let's look at the fixture with the boys who played some part in the match against Tampines Rovers versus Young Lions. It was top versus bottom. Would we have seen a shock or not? They came away with the win on that one, 1-0 over the Young Lions. Over at Jurong East, Geylang International snapped a 2-game losing streak. 3 points important there against Tanjong Pagar United. And the big one of Wednesday was the Lion City Sailors taking on Hougang United. Stipe Plazibat starting the season with the Cheetahs and now turning up against them at the Bishan Stadium. So 3 games with 3 storylines. We start off first at OTH as Tampines Rovers took on Young Lions.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Tampines hub for another big night of Singapore Premier League action. It's the league leaders, Tampines Rovers, up against the bottom club, the Young Lions, who need to bounce back from a second-half drubbing at the hands of the Lion City Sailors at the weekend. To Yasir Hanapi. Now, he looks in the mood to Shah. That's over the top, and it's a great ball as well, and an acrobatic attempt on goal. Here's Nakamura. Is this the breakthrough that Tampines need? Chances, and it's in! Shocking defending from the corner. And it's knocked in by Madhu. It wasn't the greatest corner in the world. It was so bad, I think the Young Lions weren't expecting it. It skidded along the ground. That's criminal in this day and age. And Madhu was the first to pounce, and despite their heroic efforts on the line, the Young Lions couldn't keep it out. Just before the drinks break, Stags 1, Young Lions nil. So Zamani leaves it. Oh my word! What an opportunity that was! In a similar vein to the way that Tampines scored their opening goal, Shairo Nizam, well, that was a gift horse and he looked it in the mouth. Oh, lovely turn. Huzaifah. And a spectacular effort from Tawfik's over the bar. Great work from Huzaifah and Tawfik's acrobatics all in vain. Nakamura. Again, it misses out everyone and a shot is blasted over. An almost carbon copy of the confusion that was in the penalty area for the goal that made the breakthrough midway through the first half. Referee Lim, close to full time. Quite frankly, one of the worst games of football you'll probably see all season, but the Tampines Rovers boys care little. They've picked up 3 points. They're 4 points clear at the top of the SPL tonight. It's finished here at our Tampines hub. Tampines Rovers 1, the Young Lions 0.
So, Fazrul, we put it into context. Some players were rested for this match. Baihaki, Amirul, Jordan was rested. Daniel Bennett was rested as well. So, it wasn't a full-strength side that went out there. Was just getting the 3 points and getting over the line the main objective with such a tight schedule?
Yes, definitely 3 points was in our mind. Because at the end of the day, we want to move clear at the top of the table. So, yes, overall, it wasn't really a good performance from us. But at the end of the day, 3 points is what we get. Yep.
Yeah, Huzaifah, as Fazrul said, 3 points so important and preventing an upset because Young Lions really had nothing to lose coming into that match, top versus bottom. Was it at the back of your mind that, we needed to be professional, we needed to see it out with some fresh legs as well, Yasser coming back into the first 11, but were you wary of not getting an upset against the Young Lions? We've seen plenty of upsets this season already.
I mean, definitely, we know Young Lions coming from a huge defeat. So we know that, they really need to bounce back and, the pressure is on us. But, I mean, we are only focused on ourselves and we want to get the 3 points and stick to the game plan. And, yeah, we're glad that at least we get the maximum points.
Yeah, Madhu with the goal as well. And are you now used to how teams are setting up against Tampines Rovers? Very low block, defending really, really deep, and is it something that you are getting used to, Fazrul, that this is what you're gonna face every single game? They know the qualities of the side, and teams are just gonna defend deep, and it's up to you guys to break them down.
Yes, as you know, we can see against started off against Hougang, and we predicted correctly. Maybe from that game onwards, teams might play that low block against us. And yes, it seems like now we might be getting that. But at training, we have been working on that, how to break teams that playing low blocks against us. So let's see what we can do in our next match if a team against try to play that low block again. Yep.
You do change it up from time to time,
Yep.
Huzaifah. Gavin has you guys really drilled well. You started with a back three, and that's very unusual for Tampines Rovers to start with a back three against Albrecht Niigata, but it was a great tactical battle. You got it spot on. You got the victory against them, who were unbeaten at the time. Are you guys comfortable now switching between a back four and a back three and just changing the whole setup of the team?
Yes, we are. I think we've been working on that in trainings and all, because we need, like you said, like it could be a blueprint against us, like to defend in a low block against us, and we need some variations in terms of attacking. So I guess like playing with a back three and back four, it's a good option for us to approach a game. So yes.
How good is this team? I'm talking to both of you about this. In terms of squads, you've been in the local game for quite some time. How good is this squad, Tampines Rovers? Obviously, you're looking to win the league, your 6th league title for the club. How good are they? What's training sessions like? Is it competitive, Fazrul?
Training session is fun, competitive. As you know, I have Huzaifah trying to do a Sundramuti bicycle kick training. So it's really fun, enjoyable. I mean, with the quality we have in our squad, not only the senior players, I mean the young players. So the quality is there, and every session, we are really giving the players giving their 100% in effort, trying to be in that first 18. So the competitive is really there.
Yeah, Ryan Sanizal having a run of
Yes,
games at right back as well. Tampines Rovers have not won the league since 2013, looking to end that drought. And we're going to have a look at their remaining fixtures, and it's going to be very interesting, especially in the last four. We'll have a look at the game coming up on Saturday, big Eastern derby against Geylang International. But then games against Balestier, Young Lions and Tanjong Pagar United, you would fancy your chances, but look at the final four for you guys. Hougang away, Albrechts away, Lion City Sailors away, and then you end it off with the Eastern derby. Those last four matches could make or break it for you, Fazrul.
Yes, but we had a conversation among ourselves, the head coach and the team. For us, after yesterday, the next 4 games is very important for us because overall we were speaking about the points that we dropped last season against these kinds of teams. So actually these 4 games is very crucial for us too, besides the last 4.
Yeah, Huzai, we love cliches here, but it's every game almost like a cup final. 8 cup finals for Tampines Rovers, because you're looking forward to, it's almost a double reward. You win the title, and then next season to play at the highest level, AFC Champions League. That is something that obviously you don't want to say it out loud, but within the group as a player, that is something that you're really looking forward to, obviously, as a player, to play at the highest level.
It's funny that you mention about it now that I think of it. As a player, I'm only focused on the next game. Like for instance, now our next game is against Geylang, and I'm only assessing Geylang based on their previous game, and I look at how I'm going to approach the game and how I'm going to play the game, and just focus on my task. And yeah, I think as a player, that is what in our mind, like focus game by game. And yeah, we hope that we can do well in the next upcoming games.
Yeah, your head coach likes to drive me crazy during interviews by saying it one game at a time. So I guess that's how they'll take it at Tampines Rovers, one game at a time, and obviously looking forward to Eastern Derby against Geylang International. All right, let's have a look at the other fixture, one of the other fixtures from the Wednesday, and that was at Bishan Stadium as Lion City Sailors took on Hougang United. Stipe Plazibat started the season with the Cheetahs, has scored 5 goals for the Cheetahs already this season, but then after his move to the Sailors, has bundled in 4 goals in his time so far with the big spending club. All eyes on him. How did he fare? It was an interesting encounter at the Bishan Stadium. A very good evening from the Bishan Stadium for this blockbuster clash in the AIA Singapore Premier League. It is the Lion City Sailors up against Hougang United. It is the first midweek fixture since the restart. Farhan with a hopeful ball into the area. Hit more in hope than anything, but second ball to Norfal onto his left foot. Deflection, and it will go for a corner. Hafiz Noor. Again, cutting onto his right. Quack. Back to Hafiz, to Plazibat. Akari clips one to the far post. Header comes in. Doesn't really trouble Ridwan. Saifullah Akbar would be pleased just to have one header at the back post. Mitchell. Looking for Shawal, who rounds Hassan Sani and gives Hougang United the lead. Well, they just waltzed their way through, and Shawal Anwar with his second goal of the season. And the Cheetahs take the lead against the Sailors. Strength in depth. That's what they have here, the Sailors. Good bunch of individuals. They just need to click as a team. Shadat with a strike, and what a goal that is by Shadat Sulaiman. Well, a stroke of inspiration, and that's what they needed, and Shadat Sulaiman has delivered. A couple of times now he's been invited to shoot from range. No one closing him down. An incredible strike past the reach of Ridwan Barudin on the hour mark, and the Sailors are back in this. Mitchell will deliver from the right. Hassan comes out, punches it away. Lionel Tan tries to get a touch on it. Still alive. Shot comes in. What a save. Hassan Sani. Smart save. Down to the left. To just turn it around the post. To Shadan. Still with Shadan with the strike. Ooh, close. And just pushed away there by Ridwan Barudin. 4.5 to go. Shadan with the corner to Gabriel Quack. Gabriel's delivery is a delicious one. Good header by Aplin. Faisal Roslan. Cleared off the line by Aplin. They're queuing up in the area. To the near post, looking for Gabriel Quack. It was Adam Swandi, in fact, who got the final touch, and it is the final touch of the match as referee Ahmad Akasha blows the whistle on an absorbing encounter. 1-1, the final score. A scoreline that does not suit Lion City Sailors nor Hougang United. Yeah, so as I said in commentary, that result not really suiting either Lion City Sailors or Hougang United. They were looking to try and close the gap on second and third. Do you think it was, who would be happier with that, Fazrul?
I think no one will be happy.
Yeah.
But we are happy. Tampines are happy. But then again, like I say, we should focus on us. And then for them, it's 2 points loss. Definitely, I think they really wanted to try to climb up the table, but unfortunately, it ends in a draw. So overall, I think both sides are not happy with the result.
Yeah, the big talking point was Stipe Plazibat facing his former side, Hougang United, and both of you have experience playing against a former side. Huzaifah, I'll get your thoughts on this. What's the emotion? How would he have felt going up against a former side? And obviously, he did start the season with them, scored 5 goals for Hougang United earlier on. So how would he have felt, and how would you feel going up against a former side?
I think personally, based on experience, I feel like it's always the same as any other games, because you always want to play and do well in a game, but especially against a former side, you would like to minimize your mistakes. So I guess, like, as for Stipe, as professional as he is, I think he would think of the same way as me, and I think he is unhappy with the performance. Like it ends up in a draw, but I'm sure he'll bounce back. And for any other players who are playing against their former side, I think they would be extra excited to play against it.
Yeah, Plazibat still leading the way at the top of the goal scorers charts with 9 goals. And his replacement, some might say, Shaul Anwar, taking the plaudits with the man of the match performance. And well, both of you know Shaul really, really well, and we saw in the highlights the goal, but I think his overall play, his first touch, bringing in other players into the game was outstanding in that match. So both of you know him really, really well. Fazrul, as a fellow striker, what does he bring to a football side?
I think for Shawal, I know I've seen him play. I think he really had a good first touch, and his speed is one of his asset. I think for that it suits him if team play a high line, because he can make that runs behind the defense. And yeah, to see him getting a goal and getting a man of the match, is really good for him.
Did we see perhaps one of the goals of the season from Shadan?
Yes, I think
I
so.
think one of the contender for sure.
And I mean, you know him well from the national team as well. Is he one of the best in the business right now? One of the best players in the AIA Singapore Premier League, Huzaifah?
Yeah, I would like to think so, because he's really good at positioning himself in the field, and he's like the anchor of the team. Like he's everywhere. When players with the ball, they can look for him, and he has the attributes in him that not many players have, and the vision that he have. I think with his experience, it's an added advantage to him. So yeah, definitely is one to look for this season.
Yeah, so as the boys said, a draw at Bishan Stadium, no winners there except Tampines Rovers who pull away from the chasing pack. All right, one other game to look forward to at Jurong East Stadium as Tanjong Pagar United winless this season so far took on Geylang International, who were also on a poor run of form, 2-game defeats running, and who's going to snap that losing streak. Let's have a look at the highlights.
Hello and a very good evening to you from the Jurong East Stadium, the Singapore Premier League. It's round 8 as Tanjong Pagar United take on Geylang International. It could be Faris Farhan now. It is going to be Faris, in fact. Low and parried away in a volleyball style, really, by Kenji. Now Maguire looks up, sees the run. Oh, that's a bit of a mistake, isn't it, from the goalkeeper, Kenji Rushdie, and Harith tries to chip him. Oh, lovely touch on left for Barry Maguire to Faris. He's got Jan Motta there, who's done just enough. And the first shot, it's just off the post. Noor Lukman. Jan Motta was too powerful for Faris, but the shot from Noor Lukman. And look at that, Van Huysen racing past Amirul Emran. It's a good ball in. Oh, that just bounces over. That was going to be always hard, wasn't it? The angle was acute. Tanaka, high up the pitch. He's been one of the few attacking threats. And a great chance here. The flag had gone up anyway. Yeah, he's offside. But they are now just looking a little bit more threatening. Barry Maguire. It's a good ball out. Karol Nizam. Oh, that's an acrobatic save. Karol Nizam getting in behind and taking the shot. Not easy, I've got to say. No flag. It stayed down. Can he finish it? Karol Nizam. Yes, he can. Well, they were all taken by surprise there. Everyone just ball watching. Now some questions being asked of the officials. Well, that's not going to matter. Got to say, I did think initially there might be a case here for Tanjong Pagar. There's a chance, cleared off the line by Dalvinder. The flag has gone up anyway. Oh, they're asking for handball, aren't they? But the initial decision was offside. The flag had gone up. Here's Darren Tay. That's a great ball in to Maguire. The ball will not sit for him. And he drags that wide. Here's Dalvinder. He's got to look at his options. They'll get a free kick. Here we go. Hairul Shehan. And that is easy as it comes for him. And it brings to an end this match here at the Jurong East Stadium. And on the balance of play, well, there's no question which side deserves this tonight. But Geylang grew into the game, and Karol Nizam got the winner, perhaps controversially, but a winner nonetheless. And the final score here at Jurong East is Tanjong Pagar 0, Geylang International 1.
Yeah, so Geylang International snapping a 2-game losing streak. Important 3 points for them, especially with the Eastern Derby coming up. Fazrul, did they deserve the win though?
I think overall, looking at it, I think they deserve the win. I mean, now they are on a winning streak. Now they get their first win.
Yeah.
I think they are looking forward for this Saturday big game against us. Yeah.
Huzaifah, the goal, how disappointed will Tanjong Pagar United be? It was a quick free kick, a foul there, and I think we are all taught as footballers, when a free kick is given, stand in front of the ball, don't let them take a quick free kick. They didn't do that.
I understand. Yeah, definitely they will be very disappointed with that one goal. You know, it's just a moment of split seconds where they switch off, and you know, it's a quick free kick and they conceded through that. And I think, you know, that takes experience. You know, like sometimes like you have to just stop the ball and from them to play a quick free kick. But you know, I think
Maybe take a yellow card.
Yeah, take one for the team sometimes, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was too quick. It was too quick. So I think, you know, they are really disappointed with that.
Yeah, and all local strike force again from Geylang International, and it was good that we see local strikers being given a chance. No Lukman, Van Huizen up front, Khairul Nizam, of course, leading the line. Then they're creating chances, but are you just worried for them that they're not taking it at the moment?
Yes, that's the worrying part about them. I mean, looking at the chances that they create, I think they really need a finisher, really proper striker that can finish a goal. I think they have it in them with Khairul Nizam, especially him. Looking at him getting a goal, I think I felt happy for him because he's coming back from injuries and previous injuries, for as you know, and he's really, if he's on form, I think Geylang is really a team to watch.
Quick word on Tanjong Pagar, Huzaifah. Again, another defeat for them. They don't lose by big margins, even when they do get beaten. Is there signs that perhaps next season, I'm talking about, that if they bring in one or two more quality players into the side, that they can be a bigger threat next season?
Yes, I think they can capitalize more on, free kicks and things like that where they are good at. I feel like, if they had, to be fair, their current striker is just coming back from an injury. So definitely that's where they lack of. I think they are really tactically disciplined and hardworking players, and I'm sure, they will do well soon. They just need time because it's a new team as well. They need to, gel up and think of a way where they can, attack and finish it up front.
Yeah, worry for Tanjong Pagar United. They've played 7 games, halfway mark of the season, yet to win a single match. All right, let's have a look at the results. A confirmation that Tampines Rovers did have that 1-0 victory over the Young Lions, extending their lead at the top of the table. All important 3 points for Geylang International, snapping that 2-game losing streak against the winless Tanjong Pagar United. All square at Bishan Stadium, the Sailors and the Cheetahs with a goal each, a result that suits neither side. A look at the table and we'll see Tampines Rovers sitting really pretty at the top, a 4-point gap after 6 matches played for them. Albrechts and Balestier unmoved despite not playing over the midweek. Hougang United move up a point in 4th place. Geylang International, that victory sees them go up to 5th. And Tanjong Pagar United, as I mentioned, 7 games played, halfway mark, no wins. And we were just speaking off camera, I don't think we've seen ever in the S League in the past or in the Singapore Premier League a side go the entire season without winning a game. So Tanjong Pagar United hoping to snap that record and get a victory along the way as
definitely.
well. Top scorers, Stipe Plazibat was the man to watch. He did not get a goal, but he still leads the way with 9 goals. We have Nishiguchi, Doi on 5 and 4, Webb on 4 as well. Khairul Nizam has gone up a goal as well to 3. But yeah, Albrechts, Niigata with plenty of goals there. They are, of course, the leading goal scorers in the league, and they do spread the goals around. Ryo Nishiguchi, a doubt as well for the match in the weekend. So we'll have to have a late call on him and see if he does play against Hougang United. All right, let's have a look at the upcoming fixtures, and it's going to be a real blockbuster one at OTH. Balestier Khalsa first, taking on Lion City Sailors. Neither side have to move very far. That match being played at Bishan Stadium. But at OTH, Geylang International taking on Tampines Rovers, and Albrechts Niigata taking on Hougang United on Sunday. Let's have a little chat about the Eastern Derby. I'm really looking forward to this one, and it's the only real proper derby left in Singapore. It was Sembawang Rangers versus Woodlands Wellington back in the day. The uniform derby, SAF versus Police, and then Home United. How special is it? You played on the other end for Geylang against Tampines Rovers. How special is the Eastern Derby back in the day as well?
It's very special. Look, for me, I'm always looking forward to these derbies. As you know, I played for both teams, so it's really, when come to this kind of games, right? All that you have trained for is all put aside. So you just want to go out there and get one over it.
Is it more friendly now than it was before? I mean, everyone's really close to each other. You share the same stadium as well, so you see each other. Is there perhaps the rivalry isn't as big as it was back in the day?
I think so. I think so. Yeah. Now it's looks like a bit more friendly. Back then you can see that it's not, you know, every time you go into game it's like you are going to a war with them. Yeah. So but looking at it again, for the past few seasons, I seen that maybe it might come back with the rivalry now, especially Geylang. With No Ali. I think he bring back that feisty encounter. Yeah.
Well, No Ali was, of course, a Tampines Rovers player for a very long time. Huzaifah, looking forward to a taste of the Eastern Derby?
I always look forward to every game. To be honest, last time when I was in Geylang as well, I didn't feel the rivalry against Tampines. Probably because I was too young to even notice that. But I was always excited to play. And yeah, same for this. I'm just thinking about like playing well, and that's it. Do well for the team and get the maximum points.
Yeah, big fixtures coming up in the AIA Singapore Premier League. The top 6 all in action, so we do expect movement at the top of the table. Well, we will know that Tampines Rovers will remain top of the table, but will there be changes in the other matches? Will Geylang International perhaps cause an upset? These guys will certainly hope not. Fazrul and Huzaifah, thank you so much for joining me on this episode of the SPL Show. We would like to thank 42 once again. Good stuff. Thank you for this set. So comfortable. I'm loving it every week on this set, and this studio looks awesome. Thank you, 42. We'll see you next week for the next episode of the SPL Show.